Alrighty, so I wanted to test out Mazino with gear just because, for one, this out of the two new characters, his is the only one that I've got finished so far. I'm halfway through Yiwa's set. I don't know if you watched the other video, but I, for whatever reason, have just neglected making attack crit sets. I have like so many extra HP defense sets in my box, but yeah, missing the attack crit sets. So I do have his done. They're not like the perfect rolls or anything like that. We're 14% or higher on all of these, which I try to make sure it's at least 2.8 or higher on a lot of these rolls, which I know that's kind of a luxury, but either way, we've got some pretty good stuff on here. We're just going to hop in. I did get a comment saying that for Mazino, it's actually kind of nice to have Sabnak on there because you get attack-related stats and it lowers his defense-related stats, so hopefully they'll do damage to where you can actually pop his passive. I tried him with Percival yesterday. Unfortunately, because Percival is one of those characters that whatchamacallit, gives you HP back and everything, they kept doing damage to me, and then I would get to the point where it would just heal too much back, and then I actually wouldn't be able to pop his passive, which was very disappointing, so I don't think Percival is the play. I'm going to use LR Bond here. I don't actually know if that is a good idea or not, but either way, we're just going to see. I feel like actually we could extort into his debuff card, just like use the extort as a means of lowering their stats. Not 100% sure how well that's going to play, but it might actually work out kind of nicely. How much is this going to do? Ooh, okay, 300k. The problem is with this unit, if you do not crit, you know, it's a vast difference. I'm starting to understand why they made his holy relic the way that it is, because I was like, okay, why would you make it to where he just gains crit chance? Oh wow, okay. That barely broke the shield. That's it? They have a stat reduction right now from Bond. We don't have his passive procced, though, which is the only issue. I mean, I'm going to throw this out just to see how much damage it does. Obviously, like I said, we don't have his passive proc, so it's not going to be like terribly impressive, but I mean, still, like 529 is not bad at all, don't get me wrong, but if we had our passive proc, we would have done numbers there. So let's go ahead and move on to the next match. Ooh, okay. What? I mean, I know it's Nanashi, don't get me wrong, but a level 2 doing 2.2 million? Holy. Okay, Bond actually might be a decent play, because if they don't attack Bond or break through the shield, they get a 10% all stat reduction, which is really good because that's going to lower their crit res, crit defense. The AoE lowers their crit or their defense related stats anyway, and it could equal better crits for us. That I kind of like that, actually, which we don't even necessarily have to have the human team going for Mazino, so we could even potentially try to go for like Deanne for like extra attack related stats for higher crit chance in place of Nasians potentially. That could actually be really interesting. Fair enough. We're gonna end up hitting Challenger, I think, which luckily PvP resets tomorrow because I'm recording this on Sunday, so I'm not terribly worried about that. I don't know. I might have to end up buying anvils if I want to get Yiwa's set finished, which is annoying, but I mean, I'm willing to do it because I want her to have a cool set and everything. But yeah, I've got some interesting teams that people want me to use. I've seen people want me to use Yiwa with Kyo for the extra ignites, which I think could actually be really cool. The only problem is that I never invested into Kyo's outfit, so he's going to be real bad on CC. And then on top of that, people wanted me to use LR, I think it was Lilia, and I tried that in ungeared today, and it was actually kind of interesting. I wasn't hating on that, so kind of interested to see where that goes. Let's go ahead and just throw out this normal turn 1. The demon team will do a little bit of damage to the shield from the get-go, and then on top of that, they are pretty AoE heavy, so the odds of them getting through the shield and everything probably really good, which we're extorting on them, so that'll help a little bit. I think, honestly, putting the extort on will help us, like, keep our shield and stuff on. Which, as long as they're not getting through Bond's shield, which they might. Okay, it's not looking... Okay. As long as they don't get through Bond's shield, we get the... Oh, that's not going to do enough damage. Damn. It's... For whatever reason, it is so hard to get this man's passive procced. Like, I don't know. It's bizarre to me. Okay, so they have the all-stat reduction. Let's use this to get through the shield. I'm wondering if I can do this. Because this, if this kills, which it does, okay, good crits. That gets through the res. And then this is going to lower defense-related stats. I need this one to crit. Okay, alright. I kind of like this setup. I wasn't 100% sold on the Bond because I was like, okay, so when I did the last showcase, somebody commented and they were like, oh, like, you know, try to use the new character more. We get that Lancelot's good. I completely agree, but at the same time, like, if I don't want to just throw the match and lose, which a lot of the times, like, sometimes I just don't end up pulling cards for the character and then I literally just have to use Lancelot or whatever. But, I get it. I do. But sometimes it's just all about card draw and everything, so let's see here. Let's get rid of... Ooh, they have 20% all-stat reduction on right now. That's kind of nuts, which we still don't have our passive procced. I'm going to go in with... I'm going to go in with Mazino. I think Mazino's got it. We're going to get rid of all of those Ignite stacks, or I don't think Demiurges are considered Ignites, but this... watch this kill. Oh, 1.3. That's so nuts. Don't hit Escanor. Oh, well... He's got a damage cap, so that's not impressive. I don't think we can actually hit Demiurge. Yeah, we couldn't have. So, my boy's ultimate, not great, let's be honest. I don't think I'm going to be terribly impressed by the ultimate. Which, God, they're just doing no damage. I think it's, I mean, I don't know. I get that you want to have some damage reduction on him, so they do damage to you, but you don't die to it. But it's getting to the point where they either... can't deal enough damage to proc your passive, or, you know, it's a problem. Like, I don't know. What is this gonna look like, actually? 1.3 on a 1/6 is kind of nuts. I mean, I know it's geared PvP and everything, but that's without his passive procced. I'm actually... Does his ultimate give him his passive? I don't think it does. I could be wrong on that, but I think it just gives you the barrier back. Yeah, apply Shinsu barrier. You can't, unfortunately, look at it. Or, well, yeah, you can. Yeah, it doesn't give him his actual, like, his passive proc, though. It just puts the barrier back on you. That's kind of interesting. Most passives, or, like, most ultimates for, like, modern characters nowadays just give you the passive as soon as you use the ultimate. Kind of strange that his doesn't, to be fair, which I guess that's fine, because... Like I said in the Yiwa video, I got her 6/6, and I did not 6/6 Mazino, of course. He's still 1/6. I think she's the better character to have ultimate levels on anyway. Like, obviously, the all stats that he gets is good, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like, I don't think it's going to be like a make or break situation kind of thing. So, let's just go ahead and do this like we have been doing. Actually would have liked to just go ahead and use both Mazino cards, but I don't think that's the play considering. Oof, that's good. Okay, so we did crit on that one, and that gives us that goes ahead and pops his res, which is really nice for us. We can go ahead and use an AoE. What are we looking like here? Okay, going for Mazino, which is good, even though they're not breaking the shield. Is this going to break the shield on Bond? Oh, it is. That's unfortunate. So we're not going to get the all stat lower, which is a bit bad, but it's not like the end of the world. Let's go ahead and just use this. Try to kill with this. Not 100% sure if that's going to work out. And then I guess we stun Gelda, because if this doesn't kill, no crits at all. The whatchamacallit, the Nanashi defense related stats went hard there for him. That is very bad for us, but maybe he'll get me below 50% here, because I do have 2 single targets. Okay. Well, I guess that's better than anything, because if he would have used that single target on Mazino, I think it would have just straight up killed him. Oof. Really wish that would have went on to Mazino. And then it kills me. That's so unfortunate, man. Ah, man. Melee Liz, still kind of cracked. Ooh, okay, we're getting out CC'd, which is... ooh, okay, he's running the Percival, though. Like I said earlier, I wasn't a big fan of the Percival, but... I don't know, maybe he's got a plan here. Running Percival and Lancelot. I think I was running Gnossians and Percival, which made it, you know, a lot harder for me to die. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. Throwing this onto Mazino. Oof, that's already doing a little too much damage. They do already have the all stat lower, though. I wonder how much mine will do. I'm willing to bet we probably break his passive. Or pop his passive. Okay, we don't even get through his shield, actually, so never mind. Which, extort plus defense-related stat lower. I mean, the extort's obviously like lowering his attack, which is what is most important here. Maybe would have been better to try to just go ahead and stun him. But I don't know. His Lancelot actually might just go for the kill here. Okay, moving his Mark over to... Oh, that doesn't move Mark? Because it doesn't actually deal damage to him. That could be bad. AoE. I think we're dead. No, that's not going to kill me. Oh! That's so unfortunate. Okay, thank God we got at least this. Do I go for the level 1? Basic stat increase, level 1. Sure, why not? We'll see it. Can Bon absolutely destroy this man? He's got 20% all stat lower. Yes, he can. That's my backup plan. It is what it is. We went second, which was very surprising, actually. We're probably going to get bots now in Challenger, but I'm going to do a couple more. By the way, Bon is on HP defense, so that was actually still pretty impressive, I guess. Good thing we have decent single targets with this team. Ooh, having the level 2 Mazino card could kind of go cool, or could go kind of hard. Which, this team setup can be problematic. Ooh, nice. Okay, we popped the passive, which could be bad, actually, because the single target might just straight up demolish Mazino. We'll see. I can't stun Melee because his stupid passive. Hey, quit barking. And Demon King will actually cleanse. Hey, please stop. I'm trying to record a video. Can you understand? She's going to keep going, I guarantee it. Okay, we don't have our passive procced. Oof, this is going to be bad, I think. Let's go for this to break the shield. I'm afraid that... we're going to, yeah, kill for Aldrin. Okay, so that could be really bad. Ooh, can I kill with this? 1.2 is nuts. Demon King has a whatchamacallit, damage cap, so nothing I can do about that. And, depending on his ultimate level, he's probably going to seal a bunch of my cards, so that's also very bad. Hey, will you stop? Stop it, you gremlin. Oh my god, he didn't even break the shield, dude. That's so stupid. Dude, I can't get his passive proc to save his life. Like, I don't know. I've heard people saying that they really, really like the character, and he is very cool. Do not get me wrong, but man, he, for whatever reason, he's just really hard to get like going, I guess. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's crazy damage. It is. But if I had his passive procced, it would go even harder. Which, I guess, what was it? In the Yiwa video, I literally said, like, hey, it doesn't really matter how high the number is as long as you're killing with it. And that is completely true. But it's just, like, when you know that there is, like, just that little bit more that you could be getting out of the unit, it's always just, like, a little disappointing when you can't get it going. So, either way, it's just, God, it just kind of sucks a little bit. Oof. Okay, real player, though. 411 is kind of nuts. I would really like to get rid of his Bond here. Not 100% sure if I can do that. We extort. What's this gonna look like? Ah, not quite. Luckily, we don't give him the all stats, though. He gets rid of the extort on Lancelot, which will help him not have, or will help me not have as many stats. The reversal extort. What's your last card? Okay. Oh, dude, we literally survived with 1 HP there. Oh my god. I think we play it like this. 1 milli. Almost 2 milli. He's got a lot of defense related, so I use the defense related on him. Evaporated. 1.6 mil. Dude! Alright, dude, oh my god. That's a crazy comeback. The fact that he literally survived with like no HP at all, it was wild. That was intense. So, that was cool. That was really cool, I guess. Goodbye, my friend. Yeet. You can't really say much, which I was actually expecting both of the new characters to be about even as far as like popularity goes. Mazino's taking the cake right now, just based off of like my video performance. Like I put out a video for Yiwa and Mazino. Mazino's is doubled what Yiwa's is, which I like Yiwa more personally. She's not as impressive like damage wise. Like she's still good, don't get me wrong, but Mazino's just got that like cool factor and like huge damage number factor, which I think a lot of people just really like. So I can't really blame anybody. He has an Estarossa. Ooh, I actually can't put the defense-related stat lower on Estarossa yet until he gets his passive down. Oh, we actually get rid of our shield too because Mazino's shield is a blue buff. Wait, what other buff did we have on him that it didn't take the shield off? Because it should have, right? What other buff would he have had on? Because it got rid of his. Oof. That was a lot. Ooh, which our hand was pretty clogged there. Okay, Bond lives, thank God. That was rough. That was very rough. Still got good Mazino cards in hand. Let's do this. See how that goes. Ah, so close. I guess technically I should have used both Mazino cards on Estarossa first and then used the AoE, but I used the AoE to try to get through the shield, because as soon as I used it, he got rid of the, whatchamacallit, the extort, which I guess potentially going first with Mazino on the team, if it takes the shield off first instead of the extort buff, that actually could be pretty good. Not 100% sure if that's how it's going to work or not, but might be worth trying that if we can go up against another Estarossa. Let's throw one more match in just to get a nice round even number going, I guess. I don't even know what number I'm even thinking of, but I just want to do one more, and then we'll end it off there. Hopefully I can get Yiwa's gear done soon, and then I also want to try out a couple of like different teams with the characters instead of just like using the characters themselves. So we do have another Estarossa actually, so let's go ahead. Let's try it just out of curiosity. Like I know that it's a Mazino showcase, but oh, it's not gonna work at all because the extort uses a skill, it gets rid of the shield, and then the attack skill gets rid of the extort. So yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, I guess it would be better in a situation like this to just not use any skills with Bond, so that way hopefully they just don't break his shield and you get the 10% all stat lower. So, I mean, say what you want. I just play the game for fun. I'm just learning at this point, so yes, there is a better way to play this. I'm not a professional, but don't really care. Don't have a good way of getting through these shields, really. Let's do this maybe. Sucks I don't get my ultimate there. That would have been nice, just as an added measure. But honestly, Melee Liz is probably going to demolish me here if I had to guess. Okay, give me a couple of crits. Getting him off the field is nice because he's a basic stat buffer. Having his Blade of Judgment, though, is going to be a real bad time. Because I'm assuming you're just going to one-shot Mazino here. Okay, going for Bon. We gain crit chance off that. No, I need it to... It's so crazy being like, I need that to do more damage. If he would have used that first, I think I could have survived it. Mazino, man. He's so hit or miss. That's the only thing I don't like about him. When he goes off, he goes crazy. When he doesn't go off, you just like, man. Which, now that I know that, if we go up against the same setup, I'll know that I just don't need to do any attacks with Bon. But I am throwing one more in. Sometimes I just really get in the groove and I like using these characters. Okay, facing a Yua though, kind of problematic. I'm gonna throw this turn 1 just to try to get an AoE out on Yua. I'm not, and well, Escanor has a damage cap. At best, this kills Lance, which it does. Which I'm okay with that. We can still get a decent showcase going for Mazino here. Did break the shield on Bon, unfortunately. Okay, doesn't break the shield on that, which is good for me. Oh, I forgot. He has the taunt as a blue buff. That was what I was missing that last match. That actually went way harder than I was expecting it to. Holy. Okay, we live that though. That's actually really nice. I don't know if Yua will be able to come back against this. Ooh, that was a huge heal, which I know that his attack card is a lifesteal card anyway, so bam, bam. She's going to be 1 HP, of course. She still has the X-Sword on, which might help us a bit. Oh, I forgot about that, actually. Deserved. I can only attack twice. I think we've... yeah, it doesn't matter. We've lost, actually. Yua's cool, though. I do really like her. You got to be careful. You got to be very careful. Actually, could we still win this just off of stuns? Because he's stunned for another turn, I can pop my ultimate here. If we can top deck another stun, I can literally just win based off of pure assholery. Ridiculous. This is so annoying. I mean, I don't even know if this was a real player or not, but the worst kind of play. Oh, okay. Well, I actually still lose. Unless, because the whole thing is she puts ignites on with her ultimate. I think it'll still do too much damage if I had to guess. Could be wrong. It's a lot of stats though. That's nuts. That's so stupid. Oh, actually, am I even going to be able to do enough damage to kill is the question. I don't know. Let me fast forward through this, I guess, because this is getting a bit ridiculous. I don't know. I think I can still win this if I'm being honest. Oh, okay. He got a really good crit there, and the single target killed me. Fair enough, honestly. I mean, I deserve to lose that anyway. It was a bot, actually. Kind of surprising, but oh well. We're going to call it there. Mazino is really cool. Don't get me wrong. Awesome character. But man, like, it's... with the meta the way that it is in Melee, if Melee can get his single target off, it's going to one-shot him regardless. And it feels like nobody else can do enough damage to get his passive procced, which is really unfortunate. So, I don't know. I like him a lot, don't get me wrong, and I do want to try him out with a couple of other setups, but as it stands, I don't know. Maybe there's just a better team that I need to be using. So, either way, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.